Your vitals look grim. Throw some guts in. You must keep your blood within, Commander.
Craft doesn't sense a target. Nothing to hit.
Commander, just die at once.
On what? No law-damn target.
Of the authority of the sovereign.
Functioning helplessly without complaint or groan.
I shall not stay your execution.
Another ass-kicking for the history books. Let's open the gate for that reporter and the troops before these bodies get cold.
Can't you see I'm busy trying to look busy?
Over here! Let us out!
Ain't no way to leave us yet. We've got 43 months of boot camp loans to pay off.
Let's have a word with the... Well, the blockade is certainly ours now, but that was hardly more impressive than any other raid in this law-forsaken colony. I'm afraid my drones didn't get what we needed them to.
That hasn't stopped you lot from spinning a story before. You said something about an interview earlier. Well, I'll answer your questions. You'll make me look good in return?
It's audio only, Trooper, and you're working with a true professional now. Let me work, huh? Relax. Be authentically you.
Well,
Great! Recording's already begun. I'm here, live at the scene with the fearsome grafted soldier Inez. It's a shame you cannot see this, dear listener, for it is impressive indeed. Inez, your destruction of those dastardly protectorate troops was awe-inspiring. You must feel like the employee of the month, having brought such a decisive victory to Auntie's choice.
I'm just, doing my part. I joined up because I believed in our mission, to liberate Arcadia. Reckon my actions illustrate that more than anything I could ever say. I ain't sure what else to say. What does the audience want to hear exactly?
They want to hear sordid details, but not so sordid that it'll staunch their worst buying habits. Now focus and don't fret. We'll clean this up in post. Dear audience, the voice you just heard is that of the soldier's close associate, an eyewitness to the battle and the marvelous carnage littering the land. You also freed some of our troopers from the Protectorate's fiendish grasp. One can only imagine the torture they suffered. Tell us about it, the rescue, in detail if you would.
Look, I did what anyone with an ounce of sense would do. Ain't gonna leave one of my own in such a state. And if I had it my way, I would have acted sooner. Yeah, that's exactly right. I plan on doing everything in my power to bring a swift end to this war, and keep as many civvies out of harm's way as possible.
A heartwarming sentiment, but not too swift an end to the war, I hope. It's good for business, as we all know. In any case, those soldiers can finally return to their postings again. Now, I've a question about your abilities, Inez. What sets a trooper like you apart from the rest?
These graphs make me stronger. Good in a bind. I know I'm a bit of a curiosity. Ain't too many of us left. But there is so much good we can do with grafting, if we try. What? When in the void have you ever seen me kick anything?
I appreciate the enthusiasm, but unfortunately the proof of such a feat, or lack thereof, is in the grainy drone footage. Before we wrap, have you anything else of note to tell our undoubtedly enraptured audience?
Oh, I got one. Ain't just a tested and true product that'll put you over the top. A graft like mine might also get you into orbit.
Ah, I see. A bit of cheeky product placement for zero-G whiskey. Very well done, you. And that's a wrap. You can go back to slouching or sneering or whatever else it is you do. Now, where was this soft-spoken propriety when we were recording? This interview was rather disjointed, even by my standards.
Damn. I knew we didn't exactly nail it, but I was hoping some editing might help. We ought to head back to Willard, try to butter him up some.
You do that, and I will remain here burdened by the drudgery of war.
Tramicular. Arriving any moment now.
The story of
Approaching station.
Anti-Cleo versus the
Head
Moon Man
office
is a
tower.
ballad for our ages. A thing of legend, to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who effectively stack the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Anti-Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsor Dustfall team, the Anti-Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacers Chosen.
I'm Jeter Tyler.
Spacers Chosen's goalie at the end of the 56th inning, then made a stunning goal to win the game. Whenever I see that little man's grinning face, I want to cleave it in twain. Auntie's choice! Darling! We won!
Ah, so the conquering heroes have returned from the blockade. But perhaps heroes is too strong a term, considering the proof of your heroics is sorely lacking. The footage showing the taking of the blockade is near unusable.
Yes, we've met. Now, let's not get overly ahead of ourselves.
Just how much money your toil is netting us. It's time for...
Putting on a show is 40% of the battle. The remaining 60% is messaging.
Yes, and your interview may be good for entertainment, if nothing else. If you were indeed as inebriated as I suspect, one could hardly...
It didn't make for the best showing, but I have a professional hunch about you, Inez. I'm willing to give you a brief trial run to see how it goes.
Look, I know I ain't exactly the profile of a business partner, but I know medicine, and I know the potential of grafts more than anyone. You'll not find my experience anywhere.
Perhaps so, but unfortunately I can't be expected to simply take your word for it. You know how it is. Low-level workers have a certain flair for lying and grifting, whilst concurrently exaggerating all accomplishments and ills.
But we can trust your word as her current supervisor. What sort of performance review might you give this associate?
Credit where it's due. To me, as your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy, cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Jealousy.
Thanks.
That's a reasonable endorsement. Wouldn't fit in the one-line write-in space for her quarterly appraisal, but I suppose you couldn't know.
So we have a deal then? I admit that the raid and the interview may not have gone as swimmingly as I would have liked, but there is something there.
Suppose I can make good on the funding after all. We'll see in time where this arrangement leaves us. In any case, good day.
So that's it. We're cleared to restart the grafting program. And you'll abide by my demands. No more senseless killing. No more hurting folk.
Of course not. Unless said folk agree to it. Yes, we are at an agreement. Consider this a bonus for your efforts. When the time is right, I will reach out to you for further planning. You have been instrumental, soldier. Inez, well done indeed.
Overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years?
I'll settle for a moment of rest, Commander. Thanks.
People's lives now. As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we under... The marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well suited to the shifting needs of our... After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about. Purchase and consume with Auntie's Choice.
Soon I'll be able to leave with... You're back! Finally! Finally! Do you have it? Did you bring it here?
Business acumen. I want to be
A last-minute shakedown, is it? I knew I liked you. Yes, of course. Fine, fine. Oh, let me see it. Yes, indeed. Oh, let me look at you, gorgeous. If you'll all just excuse me a moment as I slip into something more formidable.
There you are. Congratulations. Now your body's almost as intimidating as your mind. You've narrowed the gap quite a bit.
Oh, Auntie, you look amazing. Absolutely everyone will want a new mech body after watching you strut the walk.
What about you? What do you think? Any first impressions you'd like to share?
Teams play for keeps. I witnessed none fewer than 6 critical blood force dramas in last week's contest between the easy heel loafers.
The perfect understated threat to drive all my negotiations to their proper conclusion. What's more, it's an undeniable confirmation that the archive-derived strategic plan can be reliably executed and produces incredible results. With their predictive abilities refining our planning and execution, our market dominance is a foregone conclusion. Yes, so much to do, and we have you to thank for making it happen. I am quite looking forward to you working for me further. As they say, time is capital, time is bits.
Got time for a chat, Commander? Willard, Vice President Conan, sent me a message just now about how the investment meeting went. Seems he showed off the footage from the blockade, interview and all, and they all agreed to fund the grafting program and start it up again in earnest. I think we actually pulled this off, Commander. They even thought to bring me into middle management for the program. Can you believe it? I'm a middle manager, not someone with actual authority. Weren't about feeling special neither, just like I matter. I'm realizing now that I never really imagined something like this was possible after ending my contract like that. Never thought I'd be at the forefront of a military campaign. Never thought I'd be able to change much about Auntie's choice, let alone that I'd want to. But here I am. Reckon you could say I proved myself after all. Thank you, Commander. For everything. Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment.
what nature heedlessly assembled and vastly rebettered it through artificial means. At Andy's choice, we strive to be 110% wholly plus artificial.
Where'd you learn how to weld, anyway? Hello.
And goodbye.
Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice. An artificial life is a life.
Peddle your wares elsewhere.
Take it up with the head
How do
office.
you eat purple bit?
Well, look at that. A fresh face means fresh goods. Or maybe fresh bits. I'm sure one.
These wraps are due for Eden. What? Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? Sure. Unbelievable. Last time I got stuck with the blame for someone else's ineptitude, I got demoted 2 full... You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in weapons, explosives, and/or advanced hand-to-hand fighting, would you? And, you know, work cheap? Oh, this here... See any wraps loose there? Shoot, explode, or thwack them unsparingly.
We're pest trackers for the corporatists now? Do managers not count as pests as well?
Sorry. Don't even think about disrupting the marketplace.
Pleasure not doing business with you.
Enter elsewhere. How about I do my job and you do whatever.
Schedule an appointment if you need to talk to me. No time to conversate.
If you're not a go-getter, then go away. Put it in a memo.
Don't cause trouble. I don't need the extra paperwork. Hectic ulcers are barking.
Came here because I heard Auntie's Choice was contracting. When I heard about the job, not.
By entering further, you waive all rights and claims to anatomy, appearance, and so-called intellectual property. See fine print on entry manual pages 368 to 474 for details. You want freedom of choice? You want Annie's choice.
Said parasite absolves Auntie's choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy.
Always remember, commercialism...
Auntie's choice knows that a better you is just 3 pills and an ointment away.
Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the privilege.
Suck it, chew it, use it, give it.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control. The Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces, as promised, but they will need to find their own landing zones. You may be without assistance as you navigate the station. The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
But to what end is he working here? The Consul I once knew would never act so recklessly.
Intimidation is not required. Protectorate subjects are not programmed to question authority. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
Every rift is a slight against the people of Arcadia, whom I have pledged to protect. And my business with the Consul is deeply personal. You must take me onto the station.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
place is a nightmare beyond the most fevered delusion. And those soldiers, they do not look right. The consul stands at the controls of the Sovereign's own flagship. How my blood boils.
Grass tingling, all charged up.
Your fight. the spineless assail the...
Not seeing a shot!
Weakling! Do your work! You unleash my might upon them!
Oh, the rift really rung them up good, didn't it? Ain't nobody that deserves this. Gives you shivers, don't it?
The Sovereign will be avenged.
What a shame. But reckon it's better he didn't live again to see this. Craft doesn't sense a target! the lives and deaths of millions weren't in the balance, this would make a fine agility course. But the rift modulator ought to make our path clearer.
Attention! This is your Auntie calling. Per our agreement, Auntie's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
Never would have expected this camaraderie.
My armor may be rated for temperatures in the thousands, but I find most blankets too stifling. Let us find a home. It was blistering near those plasma spouts. I'm pleased we did not immolate. Sight of my fellow subjects. I shall reduce them to a slurry! You're hurt, Commander! Steel yourself! Your judgment has found you! None shall stand against us!
Seeking cover!
All charged up.
You must keep your blood within, Commander!
Medics and pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
Lethally!
Exposure undermanaged.
Hey, we gotta talk about all the... I understand that things might come up, give you no choice. But for all they've done, these folk are still mine. Yeah, just don't... This place makes my skin crawl. Might even be literally at this point. We just need that rift modulator in our possession.
make me do this? Why?
By the architect. Is there another sane person in this horrible place? They sound distressed. We must rescue them.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Whoa, hey. We ain't gonna cause you any harm. Right, Commander?
Wait. Commander? Is that you? No. No, this must be some kind of trick. Law, what's happening to me? So it is you. Thank Law. I don't understand what happened, Commander. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Law, I had to kill them.
So they were touched by the rift, huh? It's a wonder she ain't the same.
I don't understand what's happening. Everything was fine. Until the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then... nothing.
Not fortunate enough to escape the blast, nor fortunate enough to die before the rift modulator activated, leaving her in this nightmarish state.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. DeVries wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Law, I knew something was the matter. Tell me. Tell me everything. So she never intended for any of us to survive. Figures. So what is it that left me like this? Not right. Stop speaking in circles. What?
The intricacies are beyond me. The rifts can be reverted, that which they consumed recreated. But the process is unnatural. It brings things back, misshapen.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? I assume you got a plan to help me? You do, don't you? No, this must be some kind of sick protectorate trick trying to break me. No.
I sense the cops.
I'm so sorry, Commander. Nobody should ever have to turn on one of their own. At least her suffering's at its end.
I know that was hard, but ultimately it may have been best. I can only imagine the pain of my body being rebuilt just slightly wrong. The Providence is much too close for safety, and that rover it has dispensed. I do not like what this might imply. None shall stand against us! Your vitals look grim, Commander.
Why did you make me do this? Why?
She don't sound... one of the Rift Touch troopers outside. Something ain't right.
Get away from me. Wait. Commander? Is that you? No. No, something. How do I know you won't turn against me as well? You do seem... everything...
Not for...
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. You retreated without me? Abandoned me? Well, I ain't wanting anyone to die on my account. But I still don't know why I'm...
It's...
So, you can help me, though. Right, Commander? You could do something to fix this. How much time? With the way I'm bleeding out. Then go hurry back. I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on. Go on.
Tingling, all charged up. And frankly, pissed off.
That's some subversion.
Charging.
You're hurt, Commander.
Couldn't the Rift have brought back some janitor mechs instead?
Enretriate termination. N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
Vigilant. That covers what looks much better.
schematics.
Destructive influences. Grenade away! Relinquishing grenade!
Sustain the system! Lost track of them. Maintaining production. Always watchful. Contact reestablished. Can't fight contentment!
laboratory? Our projections are off by orders of... They envy our prosperity! Refilling my weapon! The Protectorate endures!
Attention. Please report
No
to
alarms? Hail of gunfire? We seem to have entered undetected.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Reinforcements incoming. Finally. I was getting tired of doing everything around here.
All charged up.
Trouble about.
Let us coordinate.
What remains of Horizon Point should yield much in the way of science, once the threat of the rift is neutralized.
You should really go on ahead. We'll keep these slackwits distracted. Go seal the deal. Better get a move on.
What
before
remains
this
of Horizon
ramshackle
Point should
scrapple
yield
of a
much in the
station
way of
falls
science,
apart.
once the
Hustle up
threat
to
of
the
the rift
silent
is
wing.
neutralized.
Get the... You should really go on ahead. We'll keep these slackwits distracted.
This unit is rated to address, and please make a request.
Investigating disturbance.